in every aspect of life, I think you need to be aware that the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. I started off my morning about 45 minutes ago walking toward Aizuwakamatsu Station. I stopped at Taroan, took a little video of Taroan, took a little video of where Sati should have been, and then went into the station, intending to go back to my old hometown to visit a couple of places, etc. And what happened was, as I was in the middle of filming a video of the station, my camera said, "You have no more memory," even though I thought I had deleted all the memory last night after I dropped it onto the computer. I guess I hadn't, so I had to take a quick taxi back here to unload my memory so I could take more video, etc. Gotta go with the flow, I guess. I was gonna go to this place for lunch on Saturday, but instead I think I'll do it today, and later on I'll get to show you something really cool for lunch. Kappa Sushi. If you've never been to a conveyor belt sushi place, this will be an interesting experience for you. Now, I'm going to turn the camera around because when I went to Taroan, like I said earlier, I was going to try and get some video, but they were packed. Bad for us, good for them, but bad for us. It's not surprising. That's very usual. Taroan is packed. So instead, what I did is I bought a couple of things. A couple things that I've never tried, and one that is one of my favorites. Okay, now these are the kinds of delicacies, etc., that a place like Taroan makes. Little edible omiyage right there. Get that cord out of the way. Okay. This one is something I've never seen before. It's Balloon Club Aizu. And basically, if I understood it correctly, it's basically kind of like a chocolate pudding cake. I don't know why the focus is going weird on this here. Maybe it's back a little. Balloon Club from Aizu. So let me see. I'm going to try and get this open here. I'm doing this all one-handed because the other hand has the camera. If I have to, I'll put down the camera real quick so that I can open it. Yeah, that figures. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down here. Oops. See, I knew that was going to happen. Mom, I'm sorry. And anybody else who gets seasick easily. Okay, so now here we go. We're going to open this bad boy up. Ugh. Or we're going to try and open this bad boy up. There we go. All right, when in Aizu. And we have basically chocolate cake in a cup. Now, the interesting thing about this supposedly is that, and I'm going to take a bite out of it now. Oh man, is that good. Oh. Well, the inside, you can kind of see, it's got a little, I think it's probably a little baked because I was outside walking for so long. It's got a little pudding on the inside, which is really good. I'll have to finish this off later. Oh man, is that good. Okay. Next, I'm gonna show you what this is. Now this is probably one of the things Taroan is most famous for. It's called a Tenjin-sama. And that's the symbol right there, Tenjin-sama. I believe it's, if Akiko told me, if I was paying attention, and Akiko or Mega June, if you're listening, if you're watching this, put something up on Facebook so we know the proper translation. But I believe that the Tenjin-sama is kind of like an angel. Okay? So this is kind of like Aizu's angel, so to speak. And the Tenjin-sama are Taroan's most famous delicacy. They usually have a couple of different varieties of them throughout the year, with their most prominent one being just a plain cheese Tenjin-sama. And this is what it looks like. It's basically a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie, only there's no oatmeal, and the cream has flavoring. My favorite is the chocolate one. Gee, what a surprise, which they didn't have out at the moment. I'm sad about that one. But this is one I haven't tried before, and it is called a summer melon, Natsu Mikan, summer melon flavor. And if you take a look at this here, it's basically just a cake sandwich with cream in the middle. And like I said earlier, Japanese flavors are very, very, very subtle. And I am so, so sorry to those of you who will never get a chance to eat this, because oh man. See, there's a little powdered sugar on top, and you get just a hint of the powdered sugar as you put it in your mouth, and then the cake comes, and it's just like regular white cake, but it's fluffier. It's more fluffy, it's more light, and then you get to the cream, and it hits you like a if you've ever had a lemon cookie. It hits you originally like a lemon cookie, but then the flavor dies off into a very subtle melon flavor until you get to the rest of the cake. And boy, I'm going to finish this side. Boy, that good. Ah. All right. This, man, you got to believe I'm going to be eating the rest of this stuff after I get done with this taping. This is probably what Taroan is most famous for. Their cheese manju. Okay? And manju is basically just a roll of something. A roll, it looks like a little bread dot, doesn't it? Okay? But manju also has filling inside. Now, usual manju has something called azuki, which is red beans, or I can't think right now, but they do have all different kinds of flavors. And if you didn't figure it out from the name, what's inside here is cheese. Now, probably the reason these are more famous than even their Tenjin-sama is because, in my opinion, and I can't verify it, it's just my opinion, because when you get omiyage, you want to try and make sure that the omiyage is delicious for everybody. And a lot of times when you're at work in the middle of the afternoon or something, you don't really want a really strong, sweet kind of a taste. You want a subtle, simple kind of a taste with your afternoon green tea. And this sits extremely, extremely well with green tea. I'm going to have half of this here. And it's basically, oops, drop the camera. And it's basically, it's kind of like a cross between cake and bread. And then after you bite into it, it's like a soft block of cheese. Not extremely soft, just enough so that you can bite and you can feel the hardness, but then it just kind of melts in your mouth, and it is really, really good. So that's Taroan. If you're ever in Aizu, or if you know somebody who's going to Aizu, have them get you something, because Taroan is good stuff. Good stuff. Now, I do want to show you one more thing on this video before I leave. This is where I've been spending most of my time. There's my computer. And as I was chatting with my mom earlier, she came on and chatted with me and asked me how I was doing, etc. I told her that something I've noticed about doing this project is that the videos take, on average, and I'm talking, you know, from the 15 to 30 second videos to the 15-minute video from yesterday of Imoriyama, it takes on average half an hour to 45 minutes to get these things uploaded and processed and put together, etc., which is why they're coming slowly but surely. So maybe instead of my plan to go to my old hometown today, maybe what I'll do, don't you fall asleep on me. Maybe what I'll do instead is just try and get uploaded and sit and take some time to answer some of the other posts and whatnot, etc. And then take this after. I've got plans this afternoon. I get to go on the radio on FM Aizu this afternoon, and then I'm going to go have dinner with my in-laws. So if I have a chance to do something in between, we will do that. If not, then I will see you tomorrow.